In tonight's edition of Cuba Coast to Coast, we take a look at Santiago de Cuba's historical significance. It's known as the birthplace of the revolution and has monuments and sites throughout the city.
But there are also signs of rebuilding. It was left devastated following Hurricane Sandy 3 years ago, and its people are still trying to recover. Here's Local 10 News reporter Hatzel Vela.
Santiago de Cuba is known for many things. It's a significant list.
Rico, cubano.
The birthplace of rum. The birthplace of trova. A world-renowned style of Cuban music. And it's also the birthplace of the revolution. It was here at the Cuartel Moncada, an army barracks back then, where the Castros launched an attack in 1953. The first failed attempt to topple dictator Fulgencio Batista. It was in Santiago, 6 years later, where Fidel, from this balcony, declared victory in 1959 and told his people he was not personally interested in power. 5 decades later, the Castros are still in power. And there are reminders that Santiago was a crucial battleground in Cuba's modern history. A stop for every papal visit since 1998. It was from this cathedral that Pope Francis greeted and blessed the people of Santiago during his visit. Said to be the largest city in Cuba. Santiago is hilly. So hilly. The famous Padre Pico stairs are there not just for tourist pictures, but really to help the people get to the top of the hills. Truth is, just like revolution, Cubans here, or Santiagueros as they're called, remember a more recent calamity. Walk around, ask, and you'll quickly get stories, complete with dates. October 25th, 2012. Hurricane Sandy makes landfall in Santiago.
Fue una cosa desastrosa. Santiago fue devastado completamente.
Imares Rosales says it was disastrous. The town was completely devastated. Sandy came overnight. It lasted for hours. No one slept that night, they say.
Pero es como si hubiéramos tenido una guerra de 3 horas.
It felt like we had been attacked in a 3-hour war. 11 people died.
Todas las cuadras estaban llenas de escombros.
Debris on every block. Light posts collapsed. Trees down. They remember a good amount of homes lost their roofs.
Sufrimos 18 días sin electricidad.
18 days without power. 3 years later, and residents say recovery has been astonishing.
Se sorprende de ver cómo Santiago se ha recuperado tan rápido.
Those who visit are surprised to see how fast we have recovered, she says.
Todavía nos queda mucho por hacer, pero tenemos que reconocerlo, que el cambio ha sido muy bueno.
Still a long ways to go, she says, but we have to recognize recovery has been positive. Yet another instance that Santiago is on center stage of Cuban history, likely not the last time for the old port town.
And coming up tonight at 11, Hatzel and his crew reach the easternmost province of Cuba in our coast-to-coast journey. In the province of Guantanamo, they witnessed something you rarely see in Cuba. We'll tell you what this protester wants and what happens to him seconds after our crew started recording. Tonight on Local 10 News at 11. And do remember, the journey continues on local10.com under our Historic Access section. There is where you'll find a page for each and every province with plenty of extra footage and slideshows.